Yeah, good morning everyone. And please tell me, is it audible to everyone or no? Is my voice is getting clear? Is it any disturbance, please? Good morning friends, good morning. Yeah, please tell me whether my voice is audible to you or not. Is it audible to you? Am I clear? Okay, yeah. Are you getting my voice clearly or not? Are you getting any disturbance? Okay, thank you. Okay friends, in the previous session, we have discussed about some basic concepts, right? Yeah, we can also we can also discuss about class and object. Some data just we have talked about codes or sorry data types only yesterday's class, right? So in this class, I'm going to give you clear or some in-depth clarity about data types and some tokens concept and also class and object along with class and object. So let us start the class now. First of all, can you tell me what is the use of data type? We know that by using data type, we can declare some variable. We can declare variable. And we also know about primary data types. We have 8 primary data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, right? Actually, how many types of or how many categories of data types are there? In Java, we have 2 types of data types. Data types are divided into 2 categories, or we can say 2 types. Open with paint, okay? That's it. Yeah. So data types are divided into 2 categories. Actually, in yesterday itself, 1032 12 batch. I already talked about this concept, okay? That's why I just opened that image. Okay, first of all, tell me what is data type. We know that data type is a keyword which is used to declare a variable. But in yesterday's class, I've given a different definition. It's not a textbook definition, okay? Some extra I have added. It's my own definition, okay? Do you know what is that definition? So whatever the data type you are using, it might be a class or an interface or an enumeration or a notation or anything, whatever you are using to declare a variable is called data type. That's what I would like to say. So that's why I've given a different definition here. If you observe this line, you can understand. A data type in Java is a keyword. Okay, we know that all the primary data types are keywords. Yes, is a keyword or a class or class name. In the previous sessions, what we have done, what we have completed, in those sessions, we have seen that we have used a class name to declare a variable. Now tell me, there, I have used the class name as a data type to declare a variable, which means the class name is also a data type, right? So we can use the class name as data type. So that's why that is also called data type, right? That's why I've added this one also. So data type is a keyword. Yes, we know that. Or a class, which means class name, okay? Or a class, or an interface, or an annotation, or enum, or it may be the combination of data type and one or more subscripts, which is used to declare a variable. It may be a combination of data type and any data type and one or more subscripts. It is called as a data type. So what I am saying now, data type may be a keyword. Data type may be a keyword, or class name, or interface name, or annotation name, or enumeration name, or it may be a combination of data type and one or more subscripts, which is used to declare a variable. I haven't added that one, right? Which is used to declare a variable. That's it. Yes. Is it only used to declare a variable? I'll give you some example, okay? Let me open another paint. This one. Let me save it in our folder. 532 7 16 so 17. Yeah. Byte type variable I have declared B. Now tell me, what is the meaning of this statement? Why you have declared a variable? You know that your intention is to allocate memory in RAM. Variable declaration is nothing but memory allocation. We know that, right? Now the question is, what the data type is telling? What it says about how much memory has to allocate for variable B, and which value that variable can store. Now tell me, which value we can store in this variable? Int type value. Next, how much range? Within 1 byte range. And how much memory is going to allocate for variable B? Yes, 1 byte. That's what. So by seeing it, we can say in B we can store only integers. In B we can store only ints. Next, how much memory is going to allocate for variable? Yeah, by seeing the data we can say only 1 byte memory is going to allocate. So now tell me, int A. Yeah, how much memory is going to allocate for A? Based on data type, you can say that yes, 4 bytes memory is going to allocate, right? Yeah. Now tell me what value I can store, which value I can store in variable A. Definitely it is integer again. So the difference is, in byte type variable I can store only integer value within a range of 1 byte, but in int type variable I can store integer values only, but within a range of 4 bytes, right? So int values, which means we can store bigger value compared with byte type variable. Now, so how that JVM or you are able to understand or identify how much memory is going to allocate for A or B based on the data type, right? So data types tells the JVM about how much memory has to allocate for that variable and what type of value that variable can store, right? Yeah, thank you. So how to declare variable? You said that variables are of two types, right? One is primary data types and second one is reference data types. You can see here. Data types are divided into, okay? Data types are divided into primary data types and reference or object data types. We know that primary data types, we have already discussed about it. So I'm just leaving it. Now talk about reference or object data types. See, In Java, we have 8 primary data types. By using those primary data types, you can declare variables of type value, means valid variables. So let me give you that point. Note, very important point. You have to focus on it. By using primary data types, we can declare value type variables. What is value type variable? A variable where we can store only values, not address. Here in these variables, we can't store address. Another note, another important point. By using reference or object data types, we can store reference variables. In these variables, we can store addresses, not values. Okay, you've got two different points and two different data types. Some data types are used to declare variables where we can store only values, like byte type variable, we can store only value. Okay, short type variable, we can store only value. Int, long, float, double, char, boolean. So by using these primary data types, we can declare only value type variables. So we can store only integer value in this b, integer value in this s, integer value in this I, integer value in this l, but in this f I can store float value. In d we can store float value, ch, only characters, and boolean, true or false. All these are values, not addresses. But if you want to store address, which data type you have to use? Reference data type or object data type? Which means, yes, class name is a reference data type. Okay, interface name is a reference data type. Annotation name is a reference data type. Enumeration name is also a reference data type. Got my point? And it is also the new data type I am talking about. It is also used to declare reference variable. What is that? Any data type with combination of one or more subscripts. Yes, any data type with combination of one or more subscripts is called as a reference data type. Now the question is, can you show me some examples? Can you show me some examples about reference data types? Is it possible? Yes, why not? It's possible. Shall we do that now? So let us take a small example. I am writing this program only to tell you how to declare reference variables. In how many ways we can declare reference variable? We need to understand that one also, right? Yes, I am talking about in depth. Nobody talks about like this actually. I haven't seen anywhere that this type of explanation about reference variables. This is my own style. Just I would like to tell you that yes, we need to understand in how many ways we can declare variable. Yeah, see this. Maybe somebody thought, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna write a program. Yeah, notepad space reference data types.java. The program name is reference data types.java. Even at the time of giving program name, also I am following naming convention. R capital, D capital, T capital. Reference data types. Pascal naming convention I am following. So class. See, do you know what is a class? We know that class is block. Yes, it has a name like EMP, and it is defined by using a keyword called class. It is class and it contains data and methods, variables and methods, right? Okay, we know that. Do you know how to write an interface? It's very easy. It is an interface, that's it. What it contains, why we have to write an interface, yeah, we'll discuss about it later, not at this point now, okay? In the coming sessions, after completion of classes concept, yeah, we'll definitely start interfaces, okay? Yeah, now tell me. Now what it is called as? It is just an interface. If you change the keyword, if you are using class, it becomes a class. If you are using keyword called interface, that block is becoming an interface. Now see this. If you put the @ symbol before interface, then it is called as annotation. And at last, if you use the keyword enum, then it is called as enumeration. Like this, we can write classes, interfaces, enums, and annotation. We'll get to know about in detail about those concepts in later coming sessions, okay? So just I would like to inform you that how we can write an interface. Just it is like a small trailer, okay? Yeah. So class env, class just like a teaser we can say. Interface, my interface and let me copy that above statement so that I can make it as annotation. So if we put a symbol before that interface keyword, then automatically it will become an annotation. It's also a separate concept in Java. Interfaces, another concept, another important concept. Annotations, another important concept. And enumeration, another concept, and separate concept. Okay, now EMP is class, my interface is interface, my annotation is annotation, colors is enumeration. Now let me write a separate class which contains main method, because to run our program we need a main method class. So that's why I am writing a class called main. In this class I am going to write public static void main and in this main function, we know that it is the starting point of the program. If you run the program execution starts from main method. That's why I have written main method. Now here, by using data type emp, I have declared a variable called even. Okay, by using data type my interface, I have declared a variable called mi. By using my annotation, I have declared a variable called ma. By using colors, c, I have declared. So if you observe this one, I have declared variables e1, mi, ma, and c. Can you tell me which type of variable e1 is? E1 is a variable of type emp. E1 is a variable of type emp. Wow, that's good. Now tell me, mi is a variable of type interface. mi is a variable of type my interface. That is the data type there, right? So nice, it's good. And ma is a variable of type my annotations or annotation. And c is a variable. C is a variable of type colors. That's done. Now in E1 I can store address. In MI I can store address. In MA I can store address. In C also I can store an address. Now the question is, which address I can store in a variable E1? Which address I can store in MI? Which address I can store in MA? Which address I can store in C? What is the answer? Yeah, I'll let you know. In E1, sorry. In E1, we can store address of EMP object, EMP class object. Good. Then in MI, we can store address of my interface object. So what is my interface object? You'll let you know. Sorry, I'll let you know. Sorry, I'll let you know. I'll explain you how we can create object for an interface. Is it possible or not possible? If it is possible, how we can do that? We'll do that in next sessions. At the time of my interfaces concept, at the time of teaching you about interfaces concept, yes, definitely we'll come to know that how to declare, how to create object for an interface. Nice. Then in MA, we can store address of my annotation object. The same thing. Annotation. That's nice. Can you tell me about colors? In C, colors type variable C. In C, I can store the address of colors object. Colors is an enumeration, we know that. We can create object for enumeration also even. I'll show you. Okay. In C, we can store address of enumeration object, enum object, colors object actually, not other enumeration objects, only enum colors object. Okay, we'll do that like this. We know that how to create object for EMP class, right? How to create object for EMP class? Equal to new EMP. That's it. It is the statement which creates an object for EMP class. If EMP class has instance variables, for those instance variables, memory will be allocated in heap memory. Just like apartment creation, we've already discussed about it, right? And that apartment address, or we can say object address, will be returned by this statement, and we are storing in a variable called E1. Is it clear? Yes, like that. We can also create objects for interfaces, annotations, and enumerations. But there is a difference. Okay? Definitely we'll discuss about it in depth about the coming sessions. Thank you guys. Yeah. Now the concept is, I've also told you about some other point which is also used to declare a variable, that is data type with combination of one or more subscripts. So we can declare a reference variable or yes, object variable, whatever it may be. Yeah, we can declare a reference variable by using any data type with combination of one or more subscripts. Got my point? Yes, any data type. Please tell me one data type. Yeah, byte. Can we declare reference variable by using primary data type byte? Only by using byte it's not possible. Only by using primary data type it's not possible. But with combination of data type and one or more subscripts, it is called as subscript. We know that. At the time of creating arrays, you might have been used it in other languages like C or C++, etc. Right? Yeah, that is the concept here also. But if you declare variable like this, it's not an array in Java. Remember this point. Note this point. Note this point, you runner. What is that point? It's not an array. By seeing that subscript, you can decide that yes, it is an array, but it's not an array in Java. It is just a reference variable. ARR1 is a reference variable so that we can store address. Which address we can store? Is it employee class object address? Is it interface object address? Is it annotation object address? No. But what we can store? Which address I can store? The answer is yes. If you have created by type single dimensional array, we can store that address in the ARR1. So here ARR1 is not an array, ARR1 is a reference variable. Oh, that's nice. So what I can store in that reference variable? We know that address is a reference variable where we can store address of single dimensional byte type array. That's it. Address of single dimensional byte type array. So if you have created a byte type array, yes, definitely we can store its address in ARR1. So now I could say that it is a data type. Combination of byte and subscript is just like a data type which is used to declare a variable. There I can store the address of byte type single dimensional array. So now int, okay, ARR2 subscript, single subscript I have used. Can you tell me what I can store in ARR2? Please. Yes, absolutely it is an address because I am declaring ARR2 by using a data type and one subscript combination. So I am using this one and this one as a data type to declare variable ARR2. Now here ARR2 is a reference variable. Okay. ARR here ARR2 is a variable, we know that. Reference variable. It's not an array, it is a reference variable, we know that. Yeah. What value I can store? Which value I can store? Where we can store address of single dimensional int type array. Yeah, that's it. That's nice. Next point. I'm again using int 1 and 2. Yes, I've used two subscripts to declare a variable ARR3. Now tell me, how many variables I have declared here? Only one variable ARR3. How many subscripts I have used? Two subscripts I have used. And which primary data type I have used? Which data type I have used? One primary data type. So primary data type with combination of subscripts I can declare a reference variable, right? So now I could say that, yeah, this is a data type. By using that data type I have declared a variable called AR3. Now the question is, which value I can store? Which value I can store in in this ARR3. Here in ARR3, so here ARR3 is a reference variable. Yes, definitely. We can store address of two-dimensional array, not single dimensional. If you are using single subscript, which means single dimensional array address, you can store. Now here I am using two subscripts. That's why we can say I can store two-dimensional int type array address. Have you got my point? Do you understand how we can declare a reference variable? Which data types we are using to declare reference variable? Yes. Class names, interface names, enumeration names, annotation names, and any data type with combination of one or more subscripts. Let me take another data type called EMP here. Oh my god. Is it a data type? Absolutely, we can use the class name as data type. Now the question is, EMP is a data type, right? Yes. I have declared a variable called EARR or EARR, or you can say EMP ARR. I am following camel naming convention. It's a variable name, right? At the time of declaring variable, better to follow camel naming conventions. Java inventors followed it, right? So I am also following it. But here I am using only one subscript. Is it a data type? Yes. Is it a subscript? Yes. By using the combination of this one and this one, I have declared a variable called EMP ARR. Now the question is, what is that EMP ARR? Absolutely reference variable. What I can store in that variable? Which value I can store? Which one I can store in that variable? Yes, I'll let you know. Here in ARR, EMP ARR, here EMP ARR is, it's not an array, we know that. It's a reference variable where we can store address of single dimensional single dimensional which type array? EMP type array. We can create employee type arrays also, int type arrays, employee type arrays, byte type arrays, colors type arrays. Okay, yeah, it's possible. How it is possible? In the next coming sessions we'll discuss about them later, right? So now the question is, have you got clear idea about reference data types? Let me close this session. First of all, at least do the compilation so that we can understand that whatever the statements I have written are correct or not. Got my point? So let me compile this code. Java C reference data types.java. Yes, done. It's done. Everything is fine. So the code which we have written is correct. Even I am asking the JVM to execute my program. Oh, we haven't got any errors, which means the code which I have written in the main function is correct. So the total code belongs to how to declare reference variables, right? Yeah, we didn't get any errors. Absolutely fine. Everything is fine. Now I'm going to close this session. Now we have got a clear idea about data types in Java. Total data types are divided into two categories: primary data types and referential object data types. Primary data types, yes, all are all keywords. Comes along with Java, byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. And these primary data types are divided into four categories. Byte, short, int, long are called as integer data types. Why these data types are called as integer or integral data types? If you declare variable by using any one of these four data types, we can store only integers. We can store only integers. That's why it is called as these four variables are called. Sorry, these four data types are called as primary. Sorry, integral data type. Sorry. Yeah, floating point data types. We have two floating point data types, float and double. By using float and double, we can declare variables, and in those variables, we can store only float values with different ranges, 4 bytes and 8 bytes range. Character data type used to store only characters which are represented in single quotations. Boolean data types are used to store true or false. Now we are going to discuss about tokens concept. Tokens concept in Java. Yeah, I'll do one thing. Before we start the concept tokens, it's very easy concept. Everybody understands very easily. So that's why. Let us start the introduction about class clearly. I have already introduced you that how to write a class and how to allocate memory for the instance variables of a class, right? Now the question is directly I'm asking you, what is class? I have only given my own definition, not textbook definition, right? So let us discuss about even textbook definitions here in this class. So what is a class? So first let us discuss about concepts, and after that we'll come to that concept called tokens. Now the question is, what is class? First definition that you can find in textbooks: class is a blueprint for objects. A class is a blueprint for objects. That is one definition, and simple definition, and the best definition. That one is the best definition to give the answer at the time of facing interviews. Okay? Yeah. Simple. Class is a blueprint for objects. That's nice. Any other definitions? Yes. A class is a user-defined data type. Okay? A class is a user-defined data type, isn't it? Yes, we know that. It's true. Because we have used the class name to declare a variable. That's why it is called as user-defined data type. Why can't? We can define the class. We can write the class. By using that class name, I can declare a variable. Now tell me, who has created that data type? Myself, right? EMP is a class which is written by me, by the programmer, by you, right? So it is user-defined. It's not predefined EMP. Okay, that's why. Class is a user-defined data type or an abstract data type. This is new word to me, to you. Abstract data type which contains data and methods. Data means fields or variables. Sometimes we can say properties. What are the variables you declare within a class? Okay? What are the variables you declare within a class? whatever the instance variables you have declared within a class are called as sometimes fields, sometimes properties. In some other languages, we can say attributes also, some other languages, like Python. In Python, we can say attributes. Okay, it's okay. Just remember fields, that's it at present, or data. So what a class contains? A class is a user-defined data type, or an abstract data type, which contains data and methods. Methods are also called as functions in other languages, but here in Java, because we are writing functions within a class, terminology is a little bit changed. We are saying that it is method. That's it. Now tell me, what a class contains? Fields and methods, data and methods, variables and functions, attributes and functions, properties and functions. Okay, everything is fine. That's nice. Can we give any other definition? So many students give a common answer that a class is nothing but collection of objects. This is one other definition. It's okay. I'm not that much favor of this definition, but it's okay. It's good. A class is nothing but collection of objects. Okay, then yeah, that's it. We can give the same meaning statement or definition in different way. Like a class is a blueprint for objects, right? Yeah, we can tell that definition in different way also. Like a class is a template or a prototype for objects. These are all definitions you can find in some books. If you Google it somewhere, you can find. Please remember one thing. Whatever the details which you found in Google, all are not correct. Okay. Some discussion websites will be there. There are many students and many employees will provide some solutions. There you can post a question. After some days, you can after some minutes or hours or days, you can get the answer. All the answers are not correct because they're also giving some others, right? Whatever the knowledge they have, they can give the answer. Among those, some may be correct, some are not correct. So you need to understand whether the answer which is given are available in the Google in the website in a web. Is it correct or not? You have to understand first. Don't trust every answer. Just it is just like a warning. See, in social media, so many images, videos will be circulated. Among those, some are true, some are not true. Right? So like that, many members give the answer in some forums, okay, or in the discussions websites. They can find the answers, correct answers, as well as some wrong answers. Yes. Yesterday itself, I have Googled it for some error I've got at the time of practicing Python. Okay. They have searched for that error, but they are saying that because of some software crash, a software not getting installed perfectly, we have caught that error. But after I didn't find the answer actually. I didn't find the answer what I want. So what I did is, where I have done mistake. Actually, some programs, 3 or 4 programs are executed, and the next program onwards automatically stop. Some error I'm getting. I didn't understand. maybe last program. That is error. So what I did is myself I tried to what do you call debug that error, okay? And what I did is the last program I have written, that is the main problem. The name of that program is the problem. I thought that some program is matching with the predefined libraries. So what I did is I have deleted the previous program. Automatically the next program is getting executed. But I've got the answer in a web is totally different. That answer is your software is broken, your software is what do you call corrupted. Such type of answers I have got. So that's why be aware of that. Everyone will give the answers in net. Whatever the answers or whatever the concepts you are seeing in the net are not, everything is not perfect. Okay? Yeah. So you need to understand which one is correct. Just it is a small warning, a sweet warning. Okay? So what is a class? Class is a blueprint for objects. A class is a template or prototype for objects. A class is a user-defined or an abstract data type which contains data and methods. A class is nothing but collection of objects. We can give any definition. My own definition, you know about my own definition. That's different one. That helps us to write a class. That's my own definition, right? What is that own definition? A class is a block which has a name defined by using a keyword called class, which contains what it contains. Do you know that? Data and methods. That's it. It's my own definition. But after seeing this definition, you can definitely write a class. So I'm telling you how to write a class. Literally, right? Thank you guys. So now the question is, what is the meaning of blueprint for objects? You have given a definition. Okay? Yeah. Can you explain me why class is called as blueprint for objects? I'll give you a simple example now. Simple example, a general example, not belongs to Java, a general example. Can you tell me, to build a house, you like to construct an apartment. Okay? Just say it is an apartment. Or you like to construct a house, apartment or a house. Okay? Yeah. How we can do that? Okay. Apartment ni sorry, I'm into Telugu, right? Sorry. So you'd like to create an apartment, you'd like to build an apartment. You have the money, you have the place, okay? And you want to construct a house for yourself. You want to construct an apartment for yourself. What do you have to do? First of all, let me understand what is an object. Do you know that? Do you know what is an object? Everything, real world, physically existed thing is called as object. In general, this is a general definition I'm asking about what is an object, okay? In general, in reality, in real life, object is called as what? What actually object is called as? Simple. Real world, physically existed thing is called object, which means this mouse existed thing, right? Object. This keyboard, object. The laptop I'm using, object. The earphones or headphones I'm using, object. The phone I'm using, object. Can you tell me everything? What about you? This remote is also object. What about you and me? Me is also an object. Madhu is also an object. The students who are listening to the class are objects. You sit on chair. The chair is object. You have a pen. The pen is object. You have a paper, a book. The book is object. House. Okay? Where you have lived in, where you are living in, that house is called as object. Now the question is, in general, how do you construct the house? Without having house plan or building plan, can anybody construct a house in real time? No, because we need a plan, and that must be approved by the some municipality office. That has to be approved by the municipality department. They'll come to the site, check the site, and check the plan, how you are going to construct that building, how many floors you are going to construct. So by seeing that plan, the paper plan, in the paper, right, in the paper you might have drawn a plan. Who actually draws the plan? Civil engineers will be there. If you tell about the total square feet you have to construct a building, in that square feet, if you suggest him that this type of house I needed, this type of apartment I needed, based on that he will draw a plan, right? In that plan, total clarity will be there about that building or house. How many bedrooms will be there? How many bedrooms has to be there in that house? What about land? And what about the parking area? What about the gardening? Got it? Kitchen, room for pray to God, and everything, right? So for everything you will have a plan. So I'm showing. I'd like to show you. I'd like to show you. See this? House blueprint. Images. What is it? It is called as a blueprint, or we can say house plan. How that house should be look like. That is called house plan, right? Who will draw this one? Tell me. Hall, bathroom, living area, kitchen, garage, back door, everything. This is called as a blueprint or house plan. Now the question is, without having this blueprint, can we construct a house? It's not possible, right? Same thing. Here, house is an object because real world physically existed thing. So house is a apartment is a okay. This house is called as object in my point of view. To construct it, we need a building plan. Some plan will be there. House plan will be there. Okay, that's it. It's enough, okay? Some rooms you'll construct just like first room. It is just like hall. It's a big, very big hall. Some other rooms, etc. So what it is called as? It is called as a building plan, let us say. So based on this building plan, let us say this building plan, house plan or a blueprint. House plan blueprint. Without having this building plan, we can't construct a house, we know that. We construct house by using building plan. Okay, that's good. Now in this, in the Java, when you comes to Java, here that building plan is nothing but class. So we need to write a class. We need to write a class here in Java. If we write a class, it is just like building plan, or we can say blueprint. It is just like a blueprint, and we can use that blueprint to create objects, and we can sorry, it might not be visible to you, right? Okay, here in Java, we write a class and it is just like a blueprint, and we can use it to create objects. Now tell me what that class is called as. It's a blueprint. Can we create object by using that blueprint? Yes, absolutely. Without having that blueprint, without having that class, you cannot create objects in Java. That's very important thing you need to understand. You need to remember. So take a note. It's very important. Take a note. Without having blueprint, we can't create objects. It's not possible in real time, at the same time in logical world. A logical world means in this Java. In real world, logical world. Logical world means the world where we write logics to implement something. Okay, real world, we know that. In real world or logical world, my point is, what I'd like to tell you is, yes, in real world or logical world, without having class, without having blueprint, you cannot construct an object. So that's why class is called as blueprint for objects. This is the blueprint for object called house. House is an object, and it is the building plan is the blueprint, like that. Okay. Whatever the object you will create, okay, like house blueprint. Aeroplane blueprint. For everything, blueprint will be there. Even mobile phone or car. Okay, car blueprint. For everything, some blueprint will be there, and after that, the car will be constructed. Got my point? Yeah, that's it. So this blueprint is nothing but class. The actual car which is manufactured by seeing this blueprint is called, that car is called object. So can you tell me, by using only one blueprint, how many cars we can construct, that car company can construct? Cars company? as any number of objects, right? So one blueprint will be there. By using that one blueprint, by using that single blueprint, they can create many number of objects, any number of objects, right? That's what I can do in Java also. Write a class. Let's say the blueprint. For that class, I can create any number of objects. It's possible. So at last, what I would like to convey to you all, simple. If you want to construct objects, you need to write a class. Okay? Class is a blueprint and objects are nothing but, yes, here also objects. But what is the difference between real world and this logical world? Okay. What actually happens when we create an object for a class in Java? Can you give that answer? Yes, we know that. We already completed it. Now let us see. Let us take one small example, okay? Notepad. Blueprint. Object. Blueprint objects.java. Class. House plan. It has some variables like byte, pray room, short, kitchen, int type variable, bedroom 1, and then type variable bedroom 2, car parking, garden, bike parking, etc. Short bathroom. So just I have declared some variables within a class. We know that those variables are called as instance variables, right? So these variables are called as instance variables, right? Yeah. And we can write some functions, but at present I am not using it. Okay, we can do that. Okay. Let us write a function. First function. Function name, cooking, food. It is a function. That's what actually happened in house. Take a class named house. Cooking food. Praying to God. Praying to God. Am I following naming conventions? Yes, here I am following naming conventions. We know that house is a class name. That's why we need to follow Pascal naming convention, that is every word first letter capital. We know that class is a predefined keyword. It's a keyword. So keywords are in small letters. Byte, keyword, small letters. Short, keyword, small letters. Small letter. Int, keyword. String, it's a predefined class, we know that. S is capital. String, predefined class, S capital. String, predefined class, S capital. Void, keyword, small letters. And this is user defined function called cooking food. Definitely it is a camel naming convention. First word, small letters, and after that every word first letter capital. Praying, first word, small letters, and after that every word first letter capital. T and G or capital letters. Eating. Just I would like to convey to you that, yeah friends, so here in this class I have declared some variables. We know that those are instance variables, and I have written some functions which are done in a house. Some functions which are done in a house. Some functions. These are instance methods. These are instance methods because these methods are not declared as static. These variables are not declared as static. That's why these variables are called as instance variables and declared outside the functions. If you declare some variables outside the functions within a class and not declared as static, then those variables are called as instance variables. And within a class, if you write functions, if those functions are not declared as static, then this function is called as instance functions, or we can say methods. So this is my house, a small house. I'm not writing the code about these methods, okay? At present, just I've opened and closed it. This is function or method body. Method body. Within this method body, we need to write some code, right? Actually, but I haven't written any code at present. My total concentration on those instance variables at present. That's why I'm not bothering about functions. I'll let you know in the future. That's it. Now the question is, it is just a building plan. Whatever the class you have written, that class is called as building plan in my point of view. Or we can say it's a blueprint. Do you want to construct a house now? Do you want to construct a house? Yes, I want to construct a house. Do one thing. Let us take a class, blueprint objects. Vijay, what is the class? Can you tell me, is it a method or not? Yes, it is a method because we have written within a class. Yeah, it is a method, we know that, right? Now the question is, it is a method, yes. Is it an instance method or static method? We know that it is a static method because it is declared as static. So static method, main method is a static method. Main method is static method. And these methods are instance methods. These methods are existed in a class called house, and this method, static method, main method, existed in a class called Vijayawada. In this Vijayawada, I would like to construct that house, okay? We have house plan. Here I would like to construct a house. So how we can construct house? Maybe in real time it will take more time, right? Sometimes months, sometimes even years, if it is a big complex, sometimes. But here, construction of house is very easy. Okay, new house, that's it. New house will be created. You have constructed new house. So what it means? New house means it's a new house, that's it. In that house, you'll have prayer room, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, car parking, garden, bike parking. And for these variables, memory will be allocated. In those variables, we can store some values, right? Got my point? Yeah. Let me explain it. So whenever this statement executed by the JVM, can you tell me what happens, sir? Yeah, I'll let you know. Let me copy this one. Okay. Open the paint. It is Vijayawada. In my point of view, Vijayawada means heap memory. A city. In Vijayawada, you have some site. So leave it. In Vijayawada, you like to construct a house. For that, you have written a statement called new house. So what happens when this statement gets executed by the JVM? When this statement gets executed, new operator, first point. Okay, first point. New operator. Allocates memory for the instance variables of a class. It is just like constructing rooms in a house. Simply constructing a house. New operator allocates memory means construct rooms or construct house. So new operator allocates memory or construct rooms for the instance variables means given in the building plan. Given in the building plan of a class. So which means memory will be allocated for all the variables which we have in this class. Now tell me, how much memory is going to allocate for variable pre room? 1 byte memory. Let us say 1 byte memory is allocated for this one. For kitchen, I think 2 bytes because short type variable, right? For bathroom, also 2 bytes memory is also short type. Bedroom one, little bit bigger, 4 bytes, right? Okay. Another bedroom, 4 bytes. Car parking, that's different thing. Only 2 bytes. Garden, some 2 bytes. Bike parking, another 2 bytes. Like this, memory will be allocated for your house construction zone. It has an address, right? Can you tell me its address? Some address will be taken internally, right? So in real time also, if you construct a house, some door number will be there for that house, like that. This object has some door number, Arikin's address. Some address will be there. That address is written by this statement. It returns. So sorry, after assigning some default values, actually I'm not talking about default values at present. We know that to every memory location, okay, some default values will be assigned by the JVM. I'm not discussing about it. We know that, right? That's fine. And this statement returns address. So we can store the address in a separate variable like E1, house, right? Sri Krishna Nilay. That's my reference variable where we can store the address. How we can declare that reference variable? By using class name itself. So we know that house is a class, and using that class, I am using that class as a data type to declare that variable. Now tell me, skn Okay, which type of variable it is? House type variable. Wow. Which value I can store? Address. That's why it is called as reference variable, right? Yes, 65,324 will be stored in that variable. This is what we have done now. Tell me what we have done. You have written a building plan, and by using that building plan only, you are able to construct a house, right? How many houses I can construct now? Yes, we can construct any number of houses by using that building plan. H1 or Sri Krishna name, that's what I said, right? So SKN is a reference variable, we know that, and there I have stored the address of the object. How many houses I can construct? Any number of houses. Sri Krishna Nilayam, Lakshmi Nilayam, Ananda Nilayam. It is. Now tell me, how many houses I have constructed? 1, 2, 3. So same to same, within Vijayawada itself, within heap memory itself, I have created 3 objects. Every object, or we can say every house is a different address, has a different address. I am storing those addresses in the reference variables. First house address is stored in SKN, second house address is stored in LN, and third house address is stored in AN. That's it. This is what we have doing with this class house. System.out.println. Cooking food in kitchen. Pray to God. In praying room. Eating food. Using dining table. We are playing and enjoying in garden. Sleeping in bedroom. We can call those methods if you want. By using any object, we can call them. SKN dot cooking food, SKN dot praying to God, SKN dot eating, like that. SKN dot praying to God, cooking food. And SKN dot eating, play and enjoy, etc. Okay, it's okay, we know that, right? Just I would like to tell you that how to think, how to remember this concept. Got my point? So I'm telling you that it's very easy. Whatever the class you are writing, you need to think like in real time, I am creating a blueprint. Why I am creating that blueprint? Simple, to create objects. Without having blueprint, we can't create objects, right? That's why class, okay, we know that class is a blueprint for objects. That's why this definition actually came. So now tell me, what is a class? A class is a blueprint for objects. What it contains? It contains some fields and methods. Wow. I think everybody got some clarity, right? Better than before. Little bit higher. You might have got knowledge, right? Yeah. Thank you. So this is what I would like to convey to you all. This is what I want to tell you about class and object concept. Vijayawada, right? Java. If we compile this program, by invoking Java compiler, we know that our program will get compiled. So compiler checks for syntax errors. If it finds no errors in my program, then automatically converts this code into bytecode. Now can you tell me how many dart clusters are going to create here? Yes, definitely two dart clusters. One is a host dot class file and second one is Vijayawada dot class file. So which dot class file name I have to give to the JVM? So to the JVM we have to give the class name which contains main method. That's it. Done. Ready to go out in playing room, cooking food in kitchen, eating food using dining table and etc. In tomorrow's session, I can give more examples on OOPS concepts. Yes, I need to complete tokens concept at the same time. I would like to give more examples on OOPS concepts, more in depth about OOPS concepts. Now you came to know that what is the difference between class and object, right? Yeah, there is a relation. Without having class, you can't create objects. That's it. It's true. See, do you observe one thing? What are the sessions we have completed till now? We are mostly talking about class and object. That is what Core Java is actually. You have to practice it more and more. Try to understand in deeper. Try to understand in depth actually. Everybody knows what is class and object. So many students of you knows that what is class, what is object. But they can't understand clearly and in such a way that it makes easy us to remember what is class and object. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to teach you all. And okay, see the next coming sessions also. How good it will be. How much depth we can go into. A little bit deeper. Okay? Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you all guys. I'm gonna close this session for today. That's all I got for today. Thank you.